This is 5 on your side at 10. Focused on you.
Right now at 10, tonight, new information about the man who was shot and killed this week on Del Mar Boulevard. 5 on your side has learned he was a WashU grad student just out for a walk that night. Good evening, I'm Diamond Palmer. Kelly Jackson is out for the night. Friends of the victim are trying to make sense of this sudden loss. Earlier today, they talked exclusively with 5 on your side's Robert Townsend.
Friends say about a year ago, 34-year-old Amar North Ghosh left his native land of India and moved to St. Louis to follow his dancing dreams.
Very nice, very friendly, very jovial. He's very talented, extremely talented in what he does.
He was traveling a lot for his performances. There's a lot of organizations call him for performances, but he always wanted to come back to St. Louis.
We've learned Ghosh was getting his master's in the Performing Arts Department at Washington University. He also enjoyed volunteering as a dance instructor at the Just Dancing Studios in West County. Amar North taught kids between the ages of 5 and 18.
Dance was his passion. He wanted to do more in dance. He had a really good way of to, gel with kids, be a kid. We all loved him.
Very passionate in what he does, and he's got dreams.
Sadly, Tuesday night, his dreams cut short. Police say someone shot Ghosh several times as he walked across the 5100 block of Del Mar near Clarendon.
It's really heartbreaking to know what happened.
He died in the street.
It's a big shock. It's a big shock to our Indian diaspora.
Friends say Ghosh was an only child. His mother died 3 years ago, and his father died when he was a child. At this point, we're still waiting for St. Louis police to release new information about Ghosh's murder. His friends just want an arrest.
It's not at all right. Why did this happen? And someone who did this, police should catch them and punish them for sure.
Robert Townsend, 5 on your side.
A GoFundMe page has been set up for Ghosh. You can find that link right now on KSDK.com. And new tonight, a St. Louis man will spend the next 30 years in prison after he pleaded guilty to 2 separate homicides. Gryan Lindsay was sentenced today for the May 2022 shooting deaths of 16-year-old Kiera Jeffries and 25-year-old Ariel Dixon. He received 2 concurrent life terms of 30 years for the convictions. Lindsay admitted to killing Dixon on May 5th and killing Jeffries on May 14th. Tonight, the son of Chiefs head coach Andy Reid is out of prison. Hours ago, Governor Mike Parson converted the remainder of Britt Reid's 3-year sentence to house arrest. In November 2022, the former Chiefs assistant coach pleaded guilty to a drunk driving crash that seriously injured a girl in February 2021. A spokesperson for the governor says Reid has completed his alcohol abuse treatment program, and according to them, he served more time than most people convicted of similar offenses. Now to new information on this morning's deadly crash on Interstate 270. It happened just after 6 south of I-70. A crash report says 5 vehicles were traveling north when a driver lost control. The car spun out and hit a SUV behind it. That SUV also spun out and hit a truck, which was rear-ended by another truck. The SUV driver has now been identified as Gina Bollinger. Bollinger was ejected and hit by a cargo van. She died at the scene, and 2 men were also taken to the hospital for treatment. Tonight, St. Louis city leaders are reacting to another deadly crash in downtown. This crash happened just after 8 last night on Convention Plaza near the Dome at America's Center. Police say the driver crashed into another car and his vehicle rolled onto its roof. He was rushed to the hospital where he died. Now the Board of Aldermen is continuing to debate how to stop violent crashes like this from happening.
St. Louis has some very long blocks. And just because you have a camera at the end of the block may not catch the person. So how do we really start to upgrade our infrastructure?
Alderman Aldridge says he wants to start roundtable discussions about traffic and pedestrian safety. Right now, police are still investigating the crash. And jury selection started today in the trial of Daniel Riley. He's the man accused of crashing into a Tennessee teenager, Janae Edmondson, last year in downtown St. Louis. Traditionally, in the city of St. Louis, about 140 residents get summoned for jury duty. But in this case, court documents summoned 3 times that amount, given how much publicity it's gotten. Experts say given how many deadly and serious crashes that have been in St. Louis, they believe the circuit attorney's office has a tone to set.
I think maybe they should make this case an example for anyone who's out there thinking about running red lights, speeding, hitting other cars, racing in the streets. Yes, this is going to be a case to watch.
Opening statements are expected to begin Tuesday. 5 on Your Side has learned Janae's father is expected to testify first, and Janae will testify last. Tonight, the owners of a troubled St. Louis nursing home are facing a massive fine. Northview Village in North City closed abruptly late last year, leaving workers without a job and residents without a home. Inspectors say during the chaos, people began stealing. An elevator became stuck for 30 minutes, and 1 man was even missing for 3 weeks. This week, federal regulators released paperwork showing they had fined the owners $56,310 after surveying the facility after its closure. We have reached out to the owners of Northview Village, but they have not heard back yet. Tomorrow, Missouri Republicans will take part in a caucus for the presidential primary race. If you're hoping to vote for the Republican presidential nominee, things will look a little different. Instead of a ballot box, you'll visit the caucus site in your county, and you have to be in line by 10 a.m. We'll have expanded coverage of the caucus tomorrow. Tune in to Today in St. Louis at 9 a.m. and 5 on Your Side at 5, 6, and 10. More than 1 million households in Missouri and Illinois rely on discounted internet. It's provided by a federal program for low-income families. One 5 on Your Side viewer wants to know if this digital access is getting disconnected.
In 2021, Congress established the Affordable Connectivity Program, or ACP. It gives eligible low-income households up to $30 a month off their Wi-Fi bill. The ACP is a longer-term program that replaced the emergency broadband benefit, which helped families struggling to afford internet during the COVID-19 pandemic. 5 on Your Side viewer Pamela Brown asked the Verify team, is it true the reduced Wi-Fi payment is going to be discontinued in April 2024? Let's verify. Our sources, the FCC and the Universal Service Administrative Company. The government earmarked $14.2 billion for the ACP program when it started 26 months ago. And now that money is about to run out. Congress has not approved additional funding, so the FCC is winding down the program. The FCC is no longer accepting new enrollments, and the agency anticipates April 2024 will be the last fully funded month for the program. If you receive the ACP benefit, you should have already received a written notice from your internet provider. And they're required to send at least 2 more written notices explaining the impact on your bill. It's important to note, you have the right to change your internet service or cancel it without penalty after the ACP ends. Pamela, we can verify yes. The FCC anticipates the reduced Wi-Fi payment will be discontinued. The last month for the benefit is April 2024. I'm Ann Allred, 5 on Your Side.
If you would like information on how to contact your senator about funding the ACP, look for this on KSDK.com under the As Seen on TV section. If you would like us to verify something, you can send us an email to verify@KSDK.com.